What happens when one of YouTube's biggest pranksters just vanishes all of a sudden?
What's up, guys? Welcome to BigDawsTV. Today I'm going to see if people will help a blind man when he drops $1 million.
Where did BigDawsTV go, and why did he stop uploading? These are questions viewers have been asking for quite some months now. I mean, BigDawsTV was ruling the prank scene with millions of views, but then something happened. BigDawsTV decided to stop uploading. He was gone like that. No big farewell, no explanation, just gone.
I quit YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When he posted his last video on YouTube titled, "I'm quitting YouTube," we all thought this was a prank as usual. That has been his last upload so far, leaving us wondering what could have led to this. But here's where it gets interesting. After months of silence, he just left a cryptic comment that changes everything. And if you stay until the end, you will know the exact date he plans to return to YouTube. But first, we need to talk about what really happened to one of YouTube's biggest pranksters. BigDawsTV, or you can call him by his name, Dawson Gurley, built an empire on YouTube. He had over 10.5 million subscribers and a staggering 2.8 billion views. When it comes to pranks on YouTube, BigDawsTV is one of the biggest names.
Man thong. So it's comfortable and it makes me feel liberated.
His own strategy was different from the reckless pranks that flooded YouTube in the early 2000s. The truth is, Dawson carved out a niche that felt different. His videos were goofy, lighthearted, and often generous.
Excuse me? Hi. What's better, Mac or PC?
Mac.
Mac?
Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect. There you go.
This was a kind of strategy where while doing these pranks, it was accompanied with philanthropy. A lot of people's lives are being changed either sarcastically or financially. Here's what I mean.
7, 8, 9, 10, boom, there you go.
People weren't just laughing, they were also walking away with free shoes, cash, even cars. One of the most touching moments is when he gives out new iPhones and MacBooks to college students who actually need it.
Okay, here you go.
Are you serious?
And here you go.
What is this?
On one video, he bought 100 pairs of Jordans and gave it all away.
You like those?
And then, without warning, the uploads slowed. It used to be weekly, and in some cases, we get more than one video in a week. This is troubling. The fact that there's no more elaborate pranks, no more feel-good giveaways. His social media used to buzz with activity, but now it just reposts old contents on Facebook or tweets on the Super Bowl instead. It didn't take long for fans to notice. Theories started flying. Was he just taking a break? Has YouTube's ever-changing algorithm pushed him out? Or was something bigger going on? Speaking of YouTube pranksters disappearing, let's talk about how some of the biggest names in pranks crashed and burned. Because unlike BigDawsTV's quiet exit, these guys went down in flames. Remember Sam Pepper? Back in 2014, he was on top of the YouTube prank scene. Then he released the fake hand ass pinch prank, where he harassed women on the street. The backlash was instant. Multiple women came forward with assault allegations. His response, claiming it was all a social experiment.
Okay, firstly, I don't really know how to start this video. Said, I'm doing this social experiment,
Yeah, that didn't work. His channel died and he eventually admitted the pranks were staged, but that wasn't even the worst of it. Remember Daddy05? Mike and Heather Martin built a channel with over 750,000 subscribers by pranking their kids. Only these weren't pranks, they were straight up abuse. They'd destroy their children's possessions, scream at them until they cried, and physically push them around, all while calling it family entertainment. It took massive community outrage before YouTube finally stepped in. The biological mother of 2 of the kids got custody.
Glad I was not in the same room as Mike and Heather at the time they did that to my children.
And the Martins lost their channel and got 5 years probation. Then there's Vitaly Zdorovetski, who went from YouTube superstar to serious legal trouble. His Russian hitman prank involved approaching people with a briefcase, telling them there was a bomb inside, and running away. Real funny until the police showed up. He got arrested multiple times for his stunts, including rushing the field at the World Cup final, but it got darker. In 2020, he was arrested for aggravated battery after allegedly attacking a female jogger in Miami Beach. Later, he continued to stream content, including catching predators. And we can't forget Joey Salads. This guy actually peed in his own mouth on camera, but that's not even the controversial part. He got caught staging racist social experiments
on the internet and through the polls that a lot of black people don't like Trump,
where he'd plant actors to make it look like black neighborhoods were violently anti-Trump. When he got exposed, he tried to pivot to politics. That worked about as well as you'd expect. Some pranksters tried to keep pushing boundaries until they hit legal walls. One such prankster is Jack Jones. He got sued for harassment after throwing water in people's faces and filming their reactions. His defense was, "It's just a prank, bro." The judge didn't buy it. Then, there's the countless gold digger pranksters who'd rent luxury cars, hire actors, and create completely fake scenarios to get views. When they got exposed, they'd claim everything was entertainment and not meant to be taken seriously. But perhaps the most disturbing trend was the rise of harassment pranks. Guys like Prank Invasion built entire channels around trying to kiss random women. Their defense? The women were in on it. Even if that's true, spoiler, it usually wasn't, they were teaching millions of young viewers that harassment was okay as long as you called it a prank. Let's not forget about Jay Station, who faked his girlfriend's death for views. He actually made a video crying at her grave while she was very much alive. When she spoke out about it, he claimed it was all a planned stunt. His channel never recovered. Even international pranksters got in on the toxic trend. UK-based Troll Station got arrested after staging a fake robbery at the National Portrait Gallery. They claimed they were making a point about security. The judge made a point about jail time. The list goes on. Mo Andy T staging fake explosive pranks, Top 15s faking supernatural encounters, countless hood prank channels creating racist content under the guise of social experiments. What all these controversies taught us is that there's a fine line between entertainment and exploitation. The pranksters who crossed that line, thinking shock value would equal success, usually ended up learning hard lessons about consequences. That's what makes BigDawsTV's exit so different. He never went down the controversy route. He kept things positive, focused on making people smile rather than cry, and when he left, he did it quietly. No scandals, no dramatic fallout, just a simple goodbye. So why would someone like him just walk away? Let's go through every evidence we could find on what happened to Big Daws and finally answer the question the internet is waiting for. Is he going to come back? Dawson Gurley was born on May 19, 1993 in Olathe, Kansas. Growing up, he was obsessed with basketball and idolized NBA players, which would later play a big role in his YouTube journey. He wasn't the class clown, but he always had a goofy, light-hearted personality that made people laugh. Even as a kid, he loved pulling pranks on his family and friends, but he never imagined it could turn into a full-time career. His passion for content creation started when he was just 11, inspired by watching Jackass and YouTube pranksters who were beginning to blow up. But it wasn't until he attended Mesa Community College in Arizona that he finally picked up a camera and started making videos. His first prank videos were simple, often involving awkward interactions with strangers, but they quickly gained traction. His YouTube channel, BigDawsTV, was created in 2012, and he quickly found fame. He began with traditional hidden camera pranks and social experiments, frequently portraying himself as an awkward nerd or overconfident person. His appeal was in his approach. He didn't merely prank people, he frequently converted those exchanges into wonderful experiences. As his content grew, he became recognized for generosity-based pranks, in which he would give out money, sneakers, and even vehicles to unsuspecting strangers, gaining millions of followers. By 2014, BigDawsTV had exploded in popularity with millions of views rolling in. One of his most memorable events was the Fake Klay Thompson incident, in which he disguised as the Golden State Warriors star and walked onto the court during the NBA Finals. This is how he fooled both security and fans during an NBA game. The stunt significantly increased his channel's visibility, resulting in millions of views and media publicity. Over time, his channel grew to 10.5 million subscribers and 2.8 billion views, making him one of YouTube's most popular pranksters. Along with his primary channel, he launched a second channel, Big Daws Vlogs, to provide followers a behind-the-scenes glimpse at his life and travels. Dawson has kept his personal life relatively discreet away from YouTube. He married his longtime girlfriend, Kelly Cecil, and they currently have 3 children with baby number 4 on the way. He occasionally offers glimpses of his family life, but for the most part, he keeps that aspect of his life away from the internet. Despite being one of the most famous pranksters, he never let his fame overshadow his personal relationships. Dawson has also been quite connected with other creators. He co-founded The Daily Dropout, a channel like his own that features pranks, social experiments, and humorous street interviews. Many of his team members went on to become well-known pranksters, preserving the spirit of his content. He collaborated closely with Juan Gonzalez of That Was Epic, a YouTuber known for his wacky social experiments and giveaways.
Well, dude, is that okay if I give you a car? For real?
Yeah. Serious?
Yes.
Man, this can't be real.
Yeah.
Man. No way.
Yes.
Even as the brand grew beyond him, his signature style of pranking remains the cornerstone. Over time, he developed an empire with numerous popular channels, a large following, and a legacy in YouTube's prank culture. From there, the momentum only grew. His channel expanded beyond pranks into social experiments, random acts of kindness, and unexpected generosity.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
What's your name?
Dawson.
I'm Jalen.
Jalen,
Nice to meet you, man.
nice to meet you, man. God bless you.
God bless you, man.
Hey, you all right, bro?
You know how hard I work for this, bro.
While many YouTube pranksters focused on shock value, Dawson took a different approach. He wasn't out to embarrass people, he just wanted to make their day. His fans loved it. Whether he was giving away new shoes to kids, handing out stacks of cash to strangers, or simply making people laugh with his awkward social interactions, his content struck a chord. In an era where prank culture was getting increasingly aggressive, Dawson's brand of humor felt refreshing. It was fun, it was goofy, and most importantly, it wasn't mean. As of 2025, his net worth was estimated at $15.5 million. He had built something massive, something that very few YouTubers ever achieve. But with that level of success also came pressure. The need to keep topping himself, to keep the audience entertained, to keep going bigger. And then, slowly it all started to change. The uploads became less frequent. The energy wasn't the same. Something was shifting behind the scenes. Fans didn't realize it at first, but looking back now, the signs were there. Something was pulling Dawson away from the YouTube grind. Something was making him rethink it all. Since BigDawsTV last posted on April 18, 2024, earlier in the same month, he posted this on X. "I will not be retiring from making videos." But that seems not to be the case because he hasn't posted like he used to. Some fans have taken to social media reacting to this announcement. One posted on Twitter, "What happened to BigDawsTV? He's my favorite YouTuber and from almost 1 year he's not showing up." The last YT video title was, "I am quitting YouTube. Come back please, we miss you." Another guy said, "Okay bro, we've been fooled. Time to come back now." It's important to note that Big Daws is still active on Twitter. He posted recently about the Super Bowl. "What an embarrassing loss. Terrible Super Bowl." So, yeah, he is still active on socials but just not on YouTube, where his fans are still waiting for him. But despite all his wholesome content, Dawson wasn't without controversy.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
There you go.
Okay.
Good luck tonight, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Think we're gonna win tonight?
I know you're gonna win tonight. You're at home.
Yeah, that's right.
You're at home.
There you go.
Morning, guys.
We got this.
The fake Klay Thompson incident was a moment that went both positive and negative. With an uncanny resemblance to the Golden State Warriors star, he had fooled fans before.
I didn't say anything to my camera guy, but he just followed me. He's rolling the whole time, and we just, you know, it's all on video. Like, we just walk right through. We go through security. There was a lady in the front. There was a lady that let us through security. And then there was another thing behind it where the, you know, the other gates opened, and there was another security guard. We go underneath, and I'm not sure if this part's in the video, but we were walking around for like 5 minutes in the tunnel, and there's like all this media stuff and cameras, and we didn't know where we were going, obviously. So I was like, dude, like we could go in the locker room, we could go to the court. Like I'm freaking out at this point because I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like my eyes are bugging out of my head.
Because none of this was planned. Like
Right.
But this time, he took it to another level. He didn't just trick people outside the arena, he walked straight into the Chase Center, past security, and onto the court before Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And nobody stopped him. It wasn't even planned. He was looking for the team shop when he saw an entrance marked Media and Team Members. Out of curiosity, he pushed the door. It was unlocked. Just like that, he walked right in. Security didn't question him. They even greeted him like the real Klay. He couldn't believe it. Suddenly, he was deep in the tunnels of the arena, heart pounding, realizing he could go anywhere, even the locker room. Knowing that would be too far, he made a different choice. He walked straight onto the court. The camera crew was setting up, a rapper was warming up for the halftime show, and there was a ball just sitting there. He picked it up and started shooting. Everyone else cleared the court, almost as if making space for him. For a moment, he wasn't a prankster, he was an NBA player. He stayed out there for 10 minutes, throwing up shots, living the dream. Then came the moment of truth. As he went for a layup, he noticed 3 security guards moving in from the top of the stands. Panic struck. He airballed the shot, collected the ball, and turned to his cameraman. It's time to go. Unfortunately, it was too late. Security called out to him. He attempted to explain, but the harm was done. He was hauled out with security personnel chuckling as they realized they had let an imposter onto the court. Then came the real consequences. The Warriors organization didn't take it lightly. Hours afterward, BigDawsTV received a lifetime ban from Chase Center.
What? Okay, a ban letter. Yeah? You can film me off of private property. You are on private property.
Gotcha.
Right now. So you're on private property.
I can film. Got it.
So you can't do this piece. So unfortunately, everybody loves your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
You just can't deceive other employees that you're somebody.
I didn't though.
You walked into our
I
employees.
didn't say that I was anybody.
Nobody said you did, but just based on your appearance. And you had,
So they assumed it.
well, but you deliberately made yourself up to be somebody that
One could say so.
Well,
so let me ask you this.
Again, I mean, I've been very nice.
Right,
I've been professional.
Yeah.
And I just ask that you at least respect that.
No problem.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. So I spent $10,000 on tickets, and you're saying that I can't use them?
Yeah. So the tickets, they're transferred by a season ticket member.
Okay, so I'll be refunded?
Well, that's their call. So the season ticket member, I mean, I'm sure they're not going to keep your money, right?
Why wouldn't they though?
Well, because you're not using it.
$10,000 paid on tickets are gone. No refunds. He had walked past 5 tiers of security without being stopped, which the team couldn't ignore. Despite thousands of fans mobilizing online and saying "Free Fake Klay," the Warriors remained firm. But what about the real Klay Thompson? He never openly addressed the stunt, although he was aware of it. Fans even carried placards reading "Free Fake Klay" to the championship parade. Some people found it humorous, others saw it as a security failure, but Big Daws doesn't seem to have any regrets. He received the viral video, publicity, and an incredible experience. Will he do it again? Probably not. But for 10 minutes, he lived his ultimate NBA desire. But some speculate that it affected his choice to retire. While the majority of his supporters loved him, certain internet forums were more negative. Several threads accused him of going too far with his pranks, making people uncomfortable, and even fabricating reactions. Though Dawson never had a significant controversy, these talks called into question how much of his content was genuinely harmless fun. BigDawsTV was one of the few pranksters to keep things light-hearted and positive. Unlike many others in the industry who focused on shock value or contrived pranks, Dawson's work was genuine and frequently had a positive spin. With his sudden exit, the prank community feels different. Many new pranksters tend to favor controversy or manufactured content, leaving followers yearning for the honesty that made BigDawsTV unique. Fans have noticed his absence. Even months after his last significant upload, his videos continue to receive millions of views, and his comment sections remain active. People continue to view old videos, reminiscing about the pranks that used to make them laugh. Some believe he is simply taking a long break, while others question whether he has actually moved on. The demand for his return is obvious, but no one knows if it will ever happen. Speculation about his future runs wild. Some believe he might come back with a fresh approach, possibly shifting into a new style of content. Others think he could return just for fun, dropping a surprise video after years of silence. But for now, it's all just theories. His social media accounts provide little to no clues, leaving fans to piece together their own narratives about where he might be. There have been cryptic messages on social media hinting at future content, but nothing concrete has surfaced. Unlike some YouTubers who formally tease their comebacks, Dawson has remained completely silent, making any potential return even more unpredictable. History shows that many YouTubers take extended breaks only to come back stronger. Some, like Casey Neistat, have walked away from the platform for years and eventually returned with fresh perspectives. If Dawson does plan a comeback, it wouldn't be surprising if he took a new direction, possibly shifting into vlogging, business ventures, or even something completely outside of YouTube. There's also the possibility that he has fully moved on. With a successful career, financial stability, and a life outside of the internet, he might have decided to close the YouTube chapter for good. Many creators, after reaching massive success, choose to step away from the pressures of constant content creation. If that's the case, then BigDawsTV may simply be a thing of the past. The mystery surrounding BigDawsTV remains unsolved. Whether he returns or not, his impact on the prank genre and YouTube as a whole is undeniable. He created a brand of pranks that focused on kindness and humor, setting himself apart in an era where many prioritize shock value over genuine entertainment. But we're not that certain. Just recently, he commented on his last video on YouTube with the date 18th of April 2025. Could that be a hint of when he intends to come back? I think yes, but let's see how this turns out. But before we go, what do you think happened to BigDawsTV? Do you believe he'll ever return, or has he officially left YouTube behind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video.